One local YMCA director is working on a special project, and she's doing it with a group of Wabash Valley kids.
News 10's photojournalist John Tim shows us how they're turning a summer program into a recipe for compassion.
Thanks, Mike and Patrice. You take a YMCA director, a group of kids, and a few handfuls of seeds, mix it all together, and let it sit over summer, and you've got a great recipe for compassion. This story grows into something simple, round, and red. They're great on hamburgers, and they even put the T in a BLT. However, it's not about what these delicious slices can do in the kitchen. It's what they can do for the community. But this is where the story ends. It actually begins
Hey kids, somebody say neighbor.
at summer camp.
Let's play duck, duck, goose.
A YMCA summer camp, to be exact.
But we had 120 kids this year.
The gardener carefully making her selection
Move it on the ground.
is Eleanor Ramsier. Eleanor has been the director of the YMCA since 2012.
We're always trying to come up with programs that will go along with our focus points, you know, youth development, healthy living, social responsibility. And so I came with this idea for the tomato project, and I thought that would cover all three of those in one little tomato plant.
A project that would prove to be a hit with the kids.
And they got their sign, their names on all their stakes, and then whenever they came out and would actually get to pick them in that in-between time, it was so fun. We saw them count the green tomatoes and come running up and say, I've got 9 tomatoes, and you know, this one's turning red, and I actually had a little boy was standing in front of it and came back and said, I just saw it grow.
After putting a lot of hard work into the garden, it was time for these summer camp goers to enjoy the fruits of their labor. But what the kids wanted to do with the money is what really made Eleanor smile.
We sat down and we asked them, and I was just blown away with some of their answers. It was like, can we give back to the church that Maryland Community Church let us use their land?
I want to use the money to give it to the Lighthouse Mission.
Can we give some to my church? They're trying to build, dig a well in India.
I want to give it to my neighbors and donate it to Rowley's.
And how about 14th and Chestnut?
And I'm going to sell the tomatoes to the Union Hospital kids.
But the one that really broke my heart was a little girl that said,
I'm going to help my sister for a special medicine, for maybe they find a cure for her.
So the lesson learned this summer?
if you would hear these kids, just see the joy in their face that they were actually going to be able to help somebody else. I think that's what they got out of it. I think just the accomplishment of taking something to nothing to something that's important and what you do with that afterwards.
A garden that not only grew plants, but the hearts of children as well.
They just grew in so many ways. You know, you get a few leaders and a few people saying, hey, this is the right thing to do. This is where we want to give our money. Then all of a sudden, it does. It grows the other person's heart.
It's the lesson of giving that all started out with a handful of seeds.
And they made a huge difference in these kids' life. And so all around, you know, it was crazy summer camp, but lots of good, lots of good.
Now, if you'd like to purchase some of these beauties, you can contact the Terre Haute YMCA or the United Way of the Wabash Valley. Back to you.
Very nice. That was photojournalist John Tim reporting.